You're now watching The Wash Daily. Today news, Louisiana has a medical marijuana program. It's a pretty small program. They serve about 9 different pharmacies with cannabis. They're slashing their prices and cutting off their profit margin to be competitive with states like Colorado and California in terms of how much their extracts cost. What they're looking to do is have patients be able to afford to get cannabis that's usually not covered by insurance, because insurance only covers pharmaceuticals, because insurance is run by pharmaceuticals, because the pharmaceuticals want all of your money and all of your health, and they don't care about you at all. They don't care about you at all, and they don't want you getting cannabis. They want you getting pharmaceuticals, because that's how they make money. And they're upset because they're losing a lot of money to cannabis, and they certainly don't want their insurance money going to cannabis. It's only supposed to go to pharmaceuticals. Well, Louisiana doesn't want the people of Louisiana to suffer and not be able to get cannabis, so they're slashing the prices at the lab over at LSU, which provides cannabis to a number of different pharmacies. Eventually, the slashing of these prices makes it much more affordable to the patients who are looking to get it. And what they're looking to do is make affordable cannabis available to the residents of Louisiana. Also in news, giant cannabis company in Canada, Aurora, is slashing their workforce by half, and they're really going to let go of a lot of folks. They're shutting down 3 or 4 of their locations, and this is a big company in Canada, so that's a significant number. Aurora's been going through a little trouble. They got invested into hemp and cannabis biomass, and it isn't really valued very high. They lost a lot of money. Who knows what's happening, but they're shaking up their situation a bit, and Aurora is pretty much going to be phasing themselves out, it looks like, over the next year. According to Reuters article, they're going to be letting go of about half of their workforce by the end of the calendar year. Also in news, Americans feel like cannabis is much more moral than many, many other things. 70% of the Americans surveyed said that cannabis was a moral activity. There was no moral issue with the use of cannabis. Those surveys rated cannabis more moral than pornography, homosexuality, wearing animal fur, Donald Trump. So people like cannabis and they don't like animal fur and porn and Donald Trump, I guess. So only 25% of Americans think there's a moral objection to cannabis, and 75% don't. It's well known that cannabis has a long history. There's a bunch of biblical references to it, and cannabis certainly isn't alcohol. Nobody's ever died from cannabis, and cannabis seems to be helping not only people but the planet. It remediates the soil, and it provides a way of CO2 emission control unlike anything else. Not to mention, its use instead of petroleum plastic would mean less plastic pollution, because that plastic would biodegrade. Thanks for watching The Wash Daily.